All right, welcome back to another video. Happy Friday, everybody. So we're back at the air compressor. She ran all night, 124.9. It was at I think it was at 117, I believe. So it ran clean out of fuel. That's why I turned off, but it's better than the 2 hours that it did yesterday. So now we're finally done. We can get out of here. Get all this stuff off. Close it up. Alright, we're out of here. Another job done. Alright, one job done. On to the next job. Municipality got us a garbage compactor for all the plastic, like all the silage bill plastic. So usually we put it in the garbage cans and the garbage picks them up, but they're not doing it anymore, and they're gonna require like a garbage compactor that makes them into like plastic bales. So we're getting one. I'm just gonna go pick it up. Need a couple straps if I can find any. This doesn't work. These hooks don't work on the blade. All right, so here are the plastic compactors. Quite the odd design, I must say. So there's two. There's the wooden death trap with a cement block in the middle. Not too sure how that works. I guess you just pick it up and dump it in every time with the loader, which I don't know. I'm not too fond of these designs. Same with this one. It's all made out of recycled plastic, but the hell of a design. I don't know which one is ours. So I guess we'll take the cool one. I don't know. Can always have it back. That sucks. Oh, that's not that good. Who the fuck makes these things? Alright, it's all strapped down. It's actually pretty heavy. Help as you're touching. I don't know. I have a feeling this thing might be parked out in the bush in a couple months. It looks like a horrendous design. I have no idea how on earth it works. I'm sure we'll figure it out, but it doesn't look too user friendly. It looks like a pain in the ass. So I'll bring it home and give it a go. I don't even know if this is the right one. So all right, so I take back what I said. Once it's set up, it looks pretty damn nifty. A lot of recycled material here. You can see this is all plastic 2x4, some weld pipe or something. Anyways, so the whole thing slides. So that compactor slides on the tube, and this chain block, once connected down here, is actually what compresses it, pushes the block down. So this is how you pick up the plunger. There's a tower up there. Pull it down once you close everything up. So once you throw everything in, I guess you always keep this closed. Well, you keep this closed while you're filling it. Just chuck it in here. There is a safety pin there so it cannot fall, which is nice. It's nice to have some safety for once. And then there's that cable at the bottom there. You actually connect it to the winch that you pick it up. So you connect it to that when the brick is full, so that because it's going to be stuck at the bottom, so it can help it pull it out. As you can see in all these beautiful French instructions, luckily there's pictures, so we figured it out. So now we're just going to load it up. The only downside is that it can only compact you know, this much, right? Once that hits the bottom, that's it can't compact more. So it's good because if you're in there and it falls, it can only compress you so much, which it won't happen. And the bad thing is it can't compress, you know, a lot of plastic. You know, you can't just start a little bit and work your way up. You have to start with a lot, so that might be a downside. But that's luckily we forgot to put the garbage out today, so we're just gonna put some plastic in it and see what it does. All right, so I emptied 3 garbage cans. I'm not too sure if I can put net wrap in there, so I just left that out for now. So this is just pure plastic, and we're gonna head down to the other farm, pick up the plastic that's there, and we're gonna compress this sucker, see what we can do. So we used to just hold the plastic here until we had a big pile, then we would pick it up. Now I brought down a garbage can. We can throw all the net wrap in here, and the plastic I'm gonna take home and we're gonna compact. This plastic is the menace. Is a big menace because little pieces break off and it will blow away in the wind, and this stuff never breaks down. So that's why we have to try our best to contain it and recycle it. Otherwise, we are gonna have a farm full of plastic in the next couple of years. And if you keep adding to something and never take away from it, well, it just keeps adding up until it's everywhere. So it's very important that we take care of this stuff and pick it up, because I don't want to see plastic blowing around the farm. And calves eating it, cows eating it, you know, making it look like a landfill. I'm glad we're taking care of this. Yeah, prime example. Little piece. All right, so we're gonna give it a go, give it a compress. And this thing I don't like. See how that hits? That's a little shabby, I find. So we have to pull the pin, let it fall down a little bit, and then push it over. It doesn't seem very safe. Okay. Up we go. Pull the pin. It's just wrapped around. Okay. Okay, that has to go down. Ah! Son of a bitch! Oh! Okay, yeah, there's tension. Oh, that hit me right in the arm. Ow. Yeah, there's tension on that. Oh! Bitch! Alright, so I recommended that you use 2 hands when you work this. You have to hold this down and turn it. Anyways, that kind of hurt, but there's enough weight to actually compress it without using the chain hoist yet, so that's pretty cool. So we'll just leave it like that, or well, I guess we'll crank it back up and put it in the fill position. Get ready for the next couple of days of plastic. All right, so the only thing I don't like about it is that it swings over when it's all the way up. So you have to F around with moving it over and trying to lower it at the same time. So that's kind of dumb. If they would have done a square tubing on a square tubing instead of a round with a square, that would have been solved. But I guess they don't have square tubing that precise or whatever. I don't know. But just, yeah, pretty good. All right, so that garbage compactor seems to work. Besides hurting me a little bit, it's all right of a machine. Now I got some time. I just want to work on my truck a little bit. So this is a truck I've been working on for a while. I just got to get drive lines fitted. I already brought the drive shafts to Auto Drive Shaft, and I didn't measure it properly. They told me how to measure it properly for the right length. So and I also forgot the ends or the yokes, so I have to try to get this thing off, and it hasn't been off in 22 years, so it's a little bit hard to get off. So I can bring him this and he can make the drive shaft. I also had to bring him the front piece too for the front drive shaft, but as you can see, they're all, this one's messed up right here. I torched it when I was cutting out the cross, so that's probably not good anymore. I did order a new one, but it was the wrong size. And this here, I had to cut the bolts to get the drive shaft off to get to the bolt here. So those have to come out too. So right now I'm just banging on it, trying to get this thing out so I can head over on a Friday and give them what they need to get this thing done. All right, it finally came off. It's the only torch I had, but it did the trick. Mind you, I was banging on with a sledgehammer. I just don't know if it was on here so tight. I don't know if it was pulling and putting strain on the back. So I don't know what actually holds that in. Hopefully I didn't damage anything inside. Next is to get these studs that are broken off inside the yoke. So I'm just gonna weld a bolt onto whatever, or weld a nut onto whatever left of the bolt. See if we can turn it out. And just like that, the broken stud comes out like beautiful. I think that's what I'm gonna do to the factory 8mm bolts that go in here. They're terrible because they're 8mm and they strip out right away. I'm actually gonna probably just do that to every single one of them. It's probably hot as hell, but it's a good idea. Yikes, that is hot. All right, on to the next. All right, bad weld on those two, but this one came out like butter. So try to get a better weld on that. Clean it up a little bit first, maybe. All right, so 4 of them are out. Broken studs are out. Look at these. These are like almost factory. They look beautiful. Came out like butter. Great. All right, now that we got our ends, we can bring this one to the drive shaft place and get it made. I'll have to measure it again, make sure my measurements are good, and hopefully he can get us that by whenever he can do it. It's been literally probably 3 weeks. I brought him the drive shafts and I just completely had no time and forgot about it. So now I can get these things going, get out of here. The hunt for the tape measure has been successful. 4 of them. Holy God, that's loud. They're boogieing, man. Makes you wonder what's going on. You hear that, babe? Jet fighter. 4 of them. That's our whole Air Force. That's as many as we have. Only 4. Well, that was a unsuccessful drive. I basically drove there for no reason, just for them to tell me that they don't need these pieces. And what they need is for me to put them back on the diffs and then measure from right here. So I basically drove to Ottawa and back for no reason. So that wasn't very fun. All right, that does it for this video. Thanks for watching. Hope you had a good Friday. I'm just getting some corn out of the dump here. We're gonna go deer hunting, me and Alex. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you tomorrow.